Hey everyone, how are you? They haven't finished yet, but I'm guessing they're wrapping up shortly. I just come on anyway because I got stuff to do this afternoon, so we can just go. They're almost done. Um, I wanted to show you something I found while we were away. While we were away, I found something that you guys might find interesting, if I can find it. It was more on that police shooting in LA, and I want to see if I can grab it here. Check this out. This is very interesting. They surrounded that home where that guy was. Look how many. This is that white van with the black racks that they were talking about in the press conference. Hey guys, how are you? I see you all. Hey, Kathy Lynch, Danny Mitchell, Flying DJ, Bizarre Life, Lux, Danny Mitchell again, and Sharon. Good to see you. Um, yeah, I want to show you some of this. So you can see all the cops. They're all the way down here next to this motorhome. And all these police, look how many. They're like, you shot one of us? Fine, we'll send everyone. Everyone and anyone we've got. This actually happened while we were on air before, a couple of hours ago. We could have actually watched it. But they're like trying to sort through this property. And they're trying to like make sure no one's hiding. Look at all this crap everywhere. Look at all this crap on the front lawn. It looks like a nice neighborhood too. It's just crap everywhere. And you can see they're trying to make sure there's no one with a gun somewhere. They got a shield, everything.
To this location. They just came up to the RV. They said that the RV is locked. I believe that they think that that is empty. It's unclear if they've managed to talk to or detain anyone that is in the home.
No, it's not live. It was about a couple of hours ago, a few hours ago now.
But here is the
This
van.
is the
Looks like
guy they were
clearing
looking
it, so it
for.
looks
I
like
just wanted to
this
show
van
you
may
because this
be
was the
empty. So we'll see what
response
their
to
next
one
move
of
is
their
going to be.
guys
But the
getting
bottom
shot.
line, the good news, that sheriff's deputy is expected to be
There you
okay.
go.
They've been
Sorry, it's a bit
transported
lower.
to Pomona Hills Hospital. Garage to see if anyone
What's
comes
with
in,
the crap everywhere
steps
at
out
this
at this point.
property?
But
I can see the
now
They're like
walkers now.
hoarders.
yeah,
A little bit once the man
There's
with
like
the
an
walker look is
elderly
being
person
checked
there
out by
with a walker.
officers right now. They're having him move away, perhaps even asking him, Desmond, right, if there's anybody else inside the house, who owns this van, maybe.
Now
They had to search this entire property, all this stuff.
I think I even saw one of the deputies flashing the four fingers, which is a code for code 4, all clear.
Come out of the way.
Look at how many
While they
cop cars
further
showed up. Like
investigate, and I see a lot more
8,
movement now.
9, 10.
Oh, are they taking him away, Desmond? I guess they're putting
And the 10.
See if we get a wide view.
being focused on that.
I love
house you
these
saw there
satellite
at
maps that they
Puente.
show you,
Doubt
like when they
apparently he's
do
doing okay.
the
And then
helicopter,
the
when they're doing
other
this
his
type of
way,
stuff.
whether or not clearly you can see it quite a
Yeah, they're just replaying it. But yeah, anyway, that's
Side of
the,
this,
they were
the
tracked it
officer
down
is
to that
wearing,
white van. And then they said, here, let me grab it. Where's our KTLA? This is the update while we listened to a little bit of that press conference earlier. And then it said, hold on. It's interesting that they went to that property, but then they're saying in this press conference, the only description of the suspect vehicle was a white sedan with tinted windows last seen heading westbound on the 10 freeway. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. They said, somebody saw something. We need to get this person off the street. But then they raided that property. So was the person not at the property? Was that not the correct van? So they just raided some dude's house and it wasn't even the right property? I'm just trying to find out. Ellie went to home. Yeah, it doesn't seem like maybe that person wasn't actually responsible. They just thought it was, or they were connected to that property for some reason. Yeah, no information on if they actually took anyone into custody there, or this was 12 minutes ago. There you go. Says deputies responding to the neighborhood Monday in the search for someone wanted in the shooting that injured the Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy. And they're saying deputies' injuries were not considered life-threatening. Details about what led to the shooting were not immediately available. During the press conference, they're saying the deputy was shot in the back while on the motorcycle, waiting for a green light at the intersection. Aspuro was taken to hospital where he's in a stable condition. A search connected to the investigation led sheriff's deputies to the neighborhood, where deputies had weapons drawn outside a residence, but no immediate reports of any arrests. And that was 12 minutes ago. So I don't know. Maybe there was no one there. Maybe there was maybe someone just went, "That's the van," and it wasn't actually the van. Hey, Sharon, good to see you. LA County, yeah, I'd say so. They said it was Los Angeles County Sheriff, so yeah, LA County. Big area for them to have to search. Yeah, West Covina. So I'm guessing road closed. Police. All right. I don't know what that means, but maybe this is random where they are. Police. What does that say? Pothole. Oh, isn't this that app? Yeah, Waze. So they're just showing you that there's some sort of stoppage here. Road closed 2 hours ago, 4 hours ago. I don't know if that's naturally closed or it's in response to this incident, but it says I-10 West. 18 minutes ago, police have closed that road. Hey, Diane Marie, how are you? Let me just double check up here. LA. Just trying to see if they have an update on anything here. Just that he was shot. They arrested someone for that stabbing of that woman who was stabbed in the neck and died at the train station. Her assailant has been arrested, so that's good news. I'm just trying to see what it says here. There's that property again. I don't know who Mike Netter is, but here's that property with all that shut down near that mobile home on that one we were watching before. But yeah, I don't have any more update on that, but I wanted to show it to you. Let's see if Los Angeles. Not that one. Where's KTLA? KTLA. I'll jump off this for a second if we don't find any more information. And I want to show you something else. What kind of person shoots another one? So detectives are still looking for surveillance footage, any type of Ring doorbell or like car dash cam that might have captured the shooting, asking people to send it into the LASD Homicide Bureau, which is interesting. Homicide Bureau, he didn't die. I wonder why they are taking over the investigation. So apparently the sheriff said that several people were detained during that initial search of that property, but that they were being released as the investigation continues. Apparently they're not involved. So maybe it was just a wrongful association. They were like, "That's the van with the roof racks," and it just didn't end up being part of it. All right. When I was searching for the police story, I saw this. Julia Lee, young woman disappears on hike with mother in Angeles National Forest area. It says a search for a 21-year-old woman who disappeared on a hike with her mother in the Los Angeles National Forest area will resume on Monday. Investigators with the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department said Julia Lee was last seen at Bailey Canyon Wilderness Park in Sierra Madre around 4 p.m. Lee's mother reported her missing after the two split up during a hike, and the young woman did not return to meet her at the car at a predetermined time. Here's a photo of her. She's a female Asian, 21 years old, 5'2", or 5'2", yeah, 5'02", 110 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, wears glasses. Last seen wearing a blue and white striped shirt and orange shorts. I'm going to try search her name. Is there anything else about this young lady? Julia Lee. What a bad place to go missing. It's a very treacherous place at night. Hold on, Julia Lee. I don't see any new information whether she was located today. On Monday, they said the search would resume today, but I don't think they found her. 8 hours ago, the US Today posted 21-year-old at-risk California woman missing after weekend hike. Search is ongoing. She's considered at risk because of her dependence on medication. I think a lot of people are dependent on medication. Thursday, the Sheriff's Department said Lee suffers from a medical condition and is dependent on her medication, meaning she's considered at-risk missing person. Lee and her mother became separated during the hike. There is a concern for her well-being. She's considered a missing person as of Monday afternoon, and that's all they know. They're still searching for her. Yeah, why split up? Maybe they just wanted to see different parts of the. I don't know. I'm not sure. Hey Angela, how are you? James Avery. I'm just trying to see if did they put out like a Twitter thing for her. Julia Lee. Might have to search her full name because Lee is quite a common last name, but her middle name is a little more obscure. The LA County Sheriffs here. They're asking people. That's it. They just put out a poster, and if you're in the area, to let them know. That's it. LA Crime Stoppers. Local Nix alert. They got it like on their little. Yeah. There's a better photo from her enlarged. Photo date is from April 2024, so it's very recent. It's a recent photo of her, so she should look like that. Very similar. It says here they were near Bailey Canyon Park. Bailey Canyon. Let's have a look. Bailey Canyon Wilderness Park. Okay. I can't say I know a lot about this area. Bailey Canyon. That can't be right. I mean, I'll show you. Hold on. It's like the base of the mountains in like near Pasadena. Like so there's the base of the mountains near LA. And this is the Bailey Canyon Wilderness Park here. Is it just this little bit here? There's houses here. Bailey Canyon Trail, that's the trail she was on. Where does it go? Mata Dolorosa? A retreat center. Okay. Where could you go from here? Up here? Into the mountains? Jones Peak. So it's pretty high up. I mean, if she was down here, there's a lot of housing. Like, look, just a little bit away. Look, many residential type streets just right next to it. I thought it was way more secluded than this. I thought it was like, the middle of nowhere in a national forest, but let me double check. During a hike near the Angeles National Forest area. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, no. Yeah, Pasadena. Okay, hold on. What the hell? Hmm. They've given like 2 different locations, but they must be close together. Bailey Canyon, Sierra Madre. Okay, let's switch that. Still giving me that as a location. Bailey Canyon Trail. Yeah. Hmm. I mean, once you get up into this bit, it's very like bushy. I mean, I guess would be a bad place to be lost, but at least you have like homes nearby that you could get to. It's not like see the other location they had was like all the way up into here somewhere, like up into this area. So, hmm. I mean, still not a great place to go missing. And these peaks look a lot higher than they look on the map. I'm guessing they look a lot worse in person. But yeah, they reckon that this is around where she went missing, Bailey Canyon Trail. Maybe she went up into this area and did the hike up you can see the track here, up here somewhere. I don't know where it goes. Maybe like through here somewhere. But there's a big retreat center here. Home she could get to. It seems weird, right? I don't know if other people think it's odd. Danny Mitchell says I've never been hiking. Yeah, it's heavily populated. Saturday? Saturday, did they say? Around 4 p.m. It was last seen at Bailey Canyon Wilderness Park in Sierra Madre around 4 p.m. I don't know, it just says 4 p.m. Doesn't give me a day. Let me try go back to KTLA. KTLA. Here. Bailey Canyon Wilderness Sierra Madre 4 p.m. Reported her missing after the two split up during a hike and the young woman did not return to meet their car at a predetermined time. The Angeles National Forest area. Because when I search Angeles National Forest, it picks up a different area altogether near Devil's Canyon. Like here, much deeper into the mountains. So I think she was down here somewhere, right? At the base, like this is where they were sort of saying. But when you search the Angeles thing, it comes up all the way up here. This, I mean, you could get lost in for sure. I mean, you can get lost in a friggin' shopping center if you really wanted to. You can get lost at a gas station. Caltrans Chileo maintenance station. What is that? Oh, because it snows up here? Maintenance station? Government office. Okay. So if we zoom out, Sierra Madre, Mount Wilson. All right. Santa Clarita. Okay. I'm just going to assume it's the one we were at before, Bailey Canyon, because that's the one that gives us some like the bigger name here. But yeah, okay, I don't know. I'm confused at how you. One, why would you split up on a hike like this in this type of area? And then two, if you were not injured, you could easily maybe find someone to help you. You could scream out or knock on a door, this type of thing, get to this place and talk to them, get to a neighbor. So I wonder if she's injured somewhere. That's all I can think of. Yeah, I know. I just didn't want to go too late. Kathleen says my husband can get lost in mail. Mail or mall? In the mall. I was about to say, how does he get lost in the mail? A lot of wildfires at this time of year. I mean, I guess it's a 24-hour fire season these days. Well, there you go. That's sort of the area they're dealing with. Very, the hills of Los Angeles, really. It's not a Sierra Madre debris basin. Isn't there like a lot of washouts here when it rains as well? Then you get like a lot of like mudslides or a lot of water getting onto the roads in this area because you got these massive mountains, and especially over here where you got like valleys feeding into where the roads are. I wouldn't surprise if it floods like crazy during extreme weather. All right, there you go. She's missing from apparently here, Bailey Canyon Trail. So her mum must have parked somewhere around here. There has to be a car park, right? A side street, maybe? Maybe you park like in one of these streets. I don't know. Maybe they live nearby and they just went for a walk. I don't specifically see a car park anywhere. I don't know. Yeah, it just looks like mostly residential that leads onto like a trail. Yeah, did she not have a phone? It doesn't say. You'd think that'd be the first thing they'd try. Hey, you're lost? Let me ring your phone and find out where you are. But maybe she didn't have a phone? Seems odd for a 21-year-old woman not to have a phone, but maybe they were doing like no electronics and let's go for a walk in the nature to get away from all the internet and social media. People like to do that. So let's see. Lee's mother reported her missing after. All right. Said that would resume on Monday. They didn't say if it would resume today. I mean, tomorrow. All right, let's have another look. Yahoo News? I want to cough badly. Young woman disappears on hike with mother. National forest area. Okay, so they're just not going to give us any extra details at all. Let's see if there's anyone in the comments that have anything. Other people have the same question. If she has a medical condition, why did they split up during the hike? Depending on her condition, that could have been a mistake. Someone else says, this doesn't sound right. If she's dependent on medication, why would the mother allow them to be separated from each other? And then other people are saying Bailey Canyon is 500 feet from city streets, which we just saw. Why would they split up? What was the point of splitting up? A lot of people think this story is not correct. Yeah, a lot of people are saying something suspicious. Probably chats on her phone. A lot of people in the comments for this one saying it smells fishy. that something is not 100% right and that the story doesn't even sound correct. Diane says maybe no cell reception on the tower. I think there's like literally a cell phone tower on the mountain. I think I saw one on the map. But maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Something sounds really wrong. I don't understand the point of splitting up when you're on a trail together. What are you going to be like? Hey, I'm going to walk, but you paraglide down and I'll meet you at the bottom. Is that how that works? Because normally you just have one way in and one way out, especially when you're on a trail. Hold on. Someone's buzzing me. Buzzing me. What's this? Oh, of course. So apparently, SF Investigates Steve Fisher went off to have a look at this in Los Angeles. No surprise. I'm just trying to see what update he has. Odd. He says there's a conclusion or a something that has happened, but he can't say what it is. I don't know. Here, I'll show you the thing. Thanks, Laura. Laura sent this to me. I'm heading home. There has been a conclusion to the search, but I don't know if it's been announced yet. Thank you for your help. That's it. For Julia Lee. I guess we're going to find out. I hope it's not anything negative. And I hope they found her, like, in good condition. That's the last thing we want is more people who pass away for no reason. Thanks, Laura. Appreciate it. He may not be allowed to say anything due to law enforcement. Often when he does stuff, he can't say anything until the law enforcement actually put out a statement. So maybe that's what's going on. Angela says, doesn't sound good, all they would say. Yeah, I guess. I guess so. I was just trying to see if there was any kind of like press conference they're going to call for it. Are there any animals in that area? Like, could you run into like a bear in that area? Could you run into like a cougar? Do they have cougar in this area? Let's see. Can you run into a cougar in the LA Hills? Oh, so apparently, yes, there are cougar mountain lion in the LA mountains. Apparently, they do live there. Okay, they really do live there. I was sort of joking, but yeah, I'll show you.
In the Hollywood Hills says he had a terrifying close encounter with a mountain lion. Check it out. Security cameras captured a mountain lion walking back and forth across
That thing is huge. That thing is massive.
the driveway and front lawn. The homeowner says he just drove into his garage when his dog spotted something and ran out into the street. To his horror, the man says he looked up and saw his dog just a couple feet away from the mountain lion.
So I
The dog's like, what the hell is that? The dog's so freaked out.
came out into the driveway and lifted my arms up, tried to make myself as big as possible, and made as much noise as I could, thinking maybe I could startle and scare the cat away. But it just kind of looked at me and didn't do anything.
Fortunately, the man and his dog were able to safely get into the garage and close the door.
Look, it'd be pretty rare though. Mountain lion attacks are pretty rare. Doesn't say what medical condition she has. It just said she's reliant on medication. I should get one. A mountain lion. I don't want a mountain lion. That thing is just massive. I mean, I thought my cat was large. This thing is like the size of a small horse or pony or really big dog. It's just massive.
behind them.
I'd be
At
so
me
petrified
and
if that
didn't
thing was
do
in my
anything?
property.
Fortunately, the man
I like how the guy goes, I tried to make a lot of noise and make myself seem really big, and it just looked at me and sort of laughed at me and was like, huh, yeah, whatever. And it just kept going. I wonder what it was doing down in the streets of LA. Wow, that would be very frightening. I mean, people say Australia is dangerous. We don't have mountain lion. We don't have bear. There's no bears here. You can't go walking in the bush here and go, oh my God, there's a 9-foot bear that's going to eat me. You're not going to go walking in the bush here and go, holy crap, a mountain lion protecting its babies is going to eat my face. It doesn't happen here. I'd be way more scared of a mountain lion and a bear than whatever is in our bushland down here. I actually think, this is my opinion, that Americans and Europeans are so scared of Australia, but I'd be way more scared of American bush than up here. It's way, way worse where you are. They like cats and small dogs. Ugh. Yeah, I think you guys have the wrong idea. I think because in America, you guys have great white shark as well. You have rattlesnake. What's that other one called? Like a water moccasin snake. It'll get you. You have freaking tarantulas that live in Arizona and Dallas. Like huge, huge, bigger than any spider that lives in Australia. So I think you guys have a very different type of dangerous stuff. Am I getting a package? Why? How did you know that? Yeah, I am getting a package. How did you know I was getting a package? Why did my phone ring? How did Diane know I was getting a package? Yeah, I'm waiting on a package now, but I don't know if it's coming or not. I hate Morningside. A few years back, there was a bear in the city. Oh, I saw one that it jumped over someone's fence, and a dog, like this tiny little dog, was barking at it, and it scared the bear away. And I was like, well, it's scared of a tiny little like chihuahua. Oh, Danny Mitchell says, I told you, I mailed you a mountain lion. Ah, fair enough. All right. Well, keep an eye on Thingo's Twitter and see what he comes up with. See if he's allowed to share his news at some point. That was an hour ago, so maybe in the morning he can tell you if you want to go see SF Investigates. But if it's anything in San Francisco or LA, he's probably in on it. Let's see. What? While we're in LA, a man is dead following an altercation with his roommate in Santa Ana. Authorities say the incident took place at 8:30 a.m. on Sunday morning in the 1500 block of South Lowell Street. When the Santa Ana Police Department responded to an emergency call, they found 26-year-old William Stephen Narad suffering from a stab wound to the chest. The Orange County Fire Authority also assisted with rendering medical aid to the victim and pronounced him dead. The investigation shifted to the suspect, identified as 25-year-old David James Espinoza, who had fled the scene on a bike following the altercation. Authorities located Espinoza a short distance away and arrested him. According to the Santa Ana PD, Espinoza and Narod lived in the same unit. On Sunday morning, the suspect and the victim got into an argument that turned physical, which is when the stabbing occurred. Espinoza has been booked and charged with murder. No further details have been provided. Well, that's always how you like to end a like share house dispute, with a stabbing. Huh. It seems like a bit of overkill. James Avery says, I think Julia is gone. Well, I think, like someone else said, if she was alive, he probably would have just said, We found her. We found her. When I was up there, we found her. We got her back to her mum. Like, that's it. So, I mean, I hate to be, negative, but I feel like they would have announced that pretty quick, saying, Everyone stop looking. We found her. Like, that type of thing. All right. All right, let's go back to some Australian stories. I have a few. Come on. All right. Hold on. All right. Let's go back into our magic bookmarks and find you another crime story. Oh, there was an update actually. Hold on. While we were gone, there was an update. Where is it? Here. So I told you about a young woman, Molly, who was murdered earlier. Daniel Billings, alleged Forbes killer of young mum Molly, is unmasked as he faces court accused of murdering his ex-lover while on bail. Uh, there's a photo of him now. Here's a photo of this guy. This is the guy who's been charged over her murder. And yeah, there you go. He appeared in court today, charged over killing Molly, who he allegedly murdered before 2 a.m. on Monday, and left her body for other people to find. Isn't that lovely? It says Billings, originally from Queensland, was on bail for other charges at the time of Molly's death. He was under court orders not to approach her. Daily Mail Australia can reveal Billings was a keen boxer who used to participate in competitions. So he's got CTE and is just a loon, probably. He's been hit in the head one too many times, obviously. It says a man charged over the alleged violent murder of a young mum can be identified as a heavily tattooed boxing enthusiast who was on bail for R-word charges. Police found the body of teaching assistant Molly, 28, inside a home in Forbes, about 370 kilometres west of Sydney, just before 2 a.m. on Monday. Emergency services rushed to the rural property after concerns were raised for her welfare. Daniel Billings, 29, was arrested at a property in Fifield, about an hour west of Forbes, a short time later. I hope that's how you pronounce that. Fifield, whatever. He appeared at Orange Local Court on Tuesday, accused of murdering Molly and breaching an apprehended violence order. The father of one also faced court for 3 separate charges of sexual assault, multiple charges of stalking, and destruction of property, plus a charge of animal cruelty. So he's an all-around good guy. He likes to sexually assault women, he likes to murder them, and he likes to hurt animals. It's the trifecta of good guy. No. It's not. It's the trifecta of loser. Diane says, but your bugs are just as scary, Ping. Well, they're not bears, and they're only little. All right. There's your update about Molly. That guy did make it to court. That is very interesting. Hopefully, glad they got that one all solved very quickly. Interesting. Anybody been watching this trial? George Kelly trial, mistrial declared for Arizona border rancher accused of killing a migrant. Says George Kelly here. A mistrial has been declared in the trial of George Allen Kelly, an Arizona rancher charged with fatally shooting an unarmed migrant on his property near the US-Mexico border. The latest development came after Judge Thomas Fink sent jurors home for the weekend on April 19. Jurors failed to reach a verdict on that day. Deliberations resumed on April 22nd. Based on the jury's inability to reach a verdict on any count, Judge Thomas Fink said this case is in a mistrial. The Santa Cruz County Attorney's Office can still decide whether to retry Kelly for any charge or drop the case altogether. A status hearing was scheduled for next Monday afternoon, when prosecutors could inform the judge if they plan to refile the case or not. Prosecutors did not immediately respond to email requests for additional comment. The jury got the case after nearly a 1-month trial in a presidential election year that has drawn widespread interest in border security. Some of the political right have supported the rancher as anti-migrant rhetoric and presidential campaigning heat up. Interesting. I never heard of this one.
The Fox 10 News alert: a mistrial in the trial of a rancher accused of killing a migrant on his property in southern Arizona. The jury, made up of 5 men, 3 women, had heard testimony during the 4-week trial. They started deliberating last week, and they could not reach a verdict on Friday.
The same thing happened today. The prosecution said George Kelly recklessly fired 9 shots at a group of men who were killed on his property. Kelly said he simply fired warning shots into the air and did not directly shoot anyone. And on the body of the victim, they never found the bullet, raising the possibility that the defense put forward that someone else could have shot this migrant. It may have been narcotics trade. Who knows? Now the Santa Cruz County Attorney's Office must decide if it wants to retry the case. The Attorney's Office could decide to retry him on murder charges, a lesser charge, or drop the case altogether.
Interesting. I wonder if they will
Pest companies like to call this time of year bee season. Hives all over the place. Some of
bee
them
season. Okay, bee season. I wonder if they will refile that one or not. Interesting. They have to weigh up the risks of going back to trial and, maybe having another mistrial. Depends if they think their evidence is strong enough or not. It says Kelly recklessly fired 9 shots from an AK-47 rifle towards a group of men. Sorry. Including the victim, I'll pronounce his name in a second, about 100 yards away on his property. Kelly said he fired warning shots in the air, but he didn't shoot directly at anyone. Said the victim suffered 3 broken ribs and a severed aorta. His unarmed body was found 115 yards away from Kelly's ranch house. He's a bit of a shot, 100 yards away. It's a hell of a shot. So yeah, good shot. Older guy. Yeah, he is an older guy. I mean, as an older person, and he saw a group of people coming onto his property, he may have been very scared that they were coming to rob him or something. I mean, how is he supposed to know they're only just passing through or whatever? Apparently, the bullet that killed the victim was never recovered, but they did recover 9 others on 9 other bullet casings from Kelly's AK-47 on the home's patio. Interesting. The guy's name is Kuen Butamia. Gabriel was his first name. So Kelly, 75, was charged with second-degree murder in January 30, 2023. They're saying that Kuen had already previously entered the US illegally several times and was deported, most recently in 2016. Interesting. So he'd made it across the border a number of times and then overstayed his welcome or got deported from ICE. ICE had booted him out of the country. Interesting. I wonder if they will retry this one or not. 11 days. Okay. Yeah, and I guess his heightened sense of being scared, because you don't know, not all people are there to like do nothing wrong. There's people there that might want to hurt you or take your money or things. I guess I understand why he would be frightened, especially at 75 years of age. He's just trying to protect his property. It teaches people that don't walk over crap that's not yours. I mean, it ain't your property. Why you on it? I know it's a very harsh reaction, but unfortunately, this is the consequences. If you, even if it does look like open land, it's not your open land, and you got to be very extremely careful. I mean, I think we all understand that you can't just go walking into your neighbor's backyard or whatever and just be like, yeah, this is quicker way to get to the corner store. I'll just wander through your yard. I'll just, go this way because I want to. I'm sure that your neighbor would be very upset if you did that. Yeah, Jojo's like, Gabriel, we sent you back alive too many times. Well, maybe. Yeah, being that he's so close to the border, he's probably put up with a lot over the years. And I mean, he's probably seen it for however long he has owned the ranch or whatever. I mean, I don't know if it's a lawful killing as such, but I get why he did it, if that makes sense. I can't say whether I think it's lawful under the Arizona law, but I understand why he may have opened fire. Because yeah, they said it was a group of people. It wasn't just one person, it was a bunch of people that were on his property. Yeah, what did it say? Lives just south of bodily reporting. Yeah. Prosecutor Mike Jett said Kelly recklessly fired 9 shots from an AK-47 rifle towards a group of men. A group of men. It's not like a single person just sneaking across your ranch or whatever. Like, it was a group of people, and like, he's 75 years old. He's probably just scared that they're going to come and kill him and take all his, stuff or his car or whatever. Yeah, I sort of get it. It just teaches you that you can't be wandering onto people's property without their permission, because sometimes people get scared and they open fire. So, you can never tell what the other person is thinking. Same with it goes the other way too. A coyote, yeah, human trafficker. Well, I know AK-47s are supposed to be not very accurate. I know that they fire sort of all over the place. I have heard that before. So I don't know if that's a myth or not, but that's what I'd always heard. Says you'll find AK-47s have a higher MOA and lower maximum effective range. The AK-47 and its derivatives is more than accurate enough for war conditions. If you've been in any war, you should know that in the case of a standard assault rifle, aiming at 500 meters will not happen in 99.9% of cases. So they're saying, like a lot of guns, the further out you get, the less accurate it is. But yeah. I'm not sure. I've never fired one. Maybe someone in the chat would know. Hit only one person. I don't know. Maybe because of the distance. How far was it? 100 meters or? I think he said he was trying to do warning shots, but yeah, Kelly said he fired warning shots in the air, but he didn't shoot directly at anyone. That might explain why only one person got hit and the rest of them didn't. Maybe he did fire them, and unfortunately, the man Gabriel was hit by a stray bullet. I mean, it could be. I don't know. I haven't seen all of this particular case, but it is very interesting. Hold on, let's see if we can find a rundown for it. Yeah, I've got the judge declaring the mistrial here.
The records show the presence of the defendant, counsel for both sides. The jury sent back another note. This note came in just a couple minutes ago. It was response to my note. It says as follows. Thank you, Judge Fink. We do not believe resuming deliberations will change juror opinion. It's signed juror number 1. What's the request of the state?
Your Honor, the state requests that the court declare mistrial.
And for the record, Judge, we object, and we would ask that they be brought back tomorrow to continue deliberations.
I'm going to, I understand your position, protecting the record, but I think the jury has made it abundantly clear. Beginning yesterday, which was too early, but then they continued to deliberate. They deliberated another hour and a half or 2 hours yesterday afternoon, and not yesterday afternoon, but Friday afternoon, and deliberated all day today, and then just got lots. So I'm going to declare this. Let's bring in the jurors.
Your Honor, the state would request an opportunity to speak to anyone on the jury who's willing to speak to the state.
Did you hear that? The state asked to speak to anyone on the jury that would speak to them. And I think that's because they want to find out where they went wrong in the case. Why weren't they able to get that burden of proof? Why didn't they meet that threshold in the trial? And she's probably trying to do some homework to see if they have any shot of refiling on these particular charges. Maybe the jury will tell them that they just can't see a way they can convict on the evidence that they've given. Maybe they can reconfigure, maybe they won't. I've seen them retry people like 3 times, get a fail every time, or a hung jury or a mistrial, and then they keep trying. And it's like, how much freaking state money and stuff are you wasting each time that you go back to trial after, like, if you get 2 mistrials or 2 hung juries, freaking give up. I mean, it's like, if you can't put a good case together in 2 times, I mean, how many shots do you want at it? How many goes do you want? It's happened a bunch here in Australia too. Danny Mitchell says, I wasn't on the jury, but we are sick of old folks being terrified. I get it, and I 100% understand. What would make you change your mind? My mind or their mind? What would make me change my mind on, like, he deliberately killed them? I don't know. Do they have castle doctrine in Arizona? Hold on. For the purposes of protecting yourself, your family, and your home, Arizona is considered a castle doctrine state. You're allowed to stand your ground. Castle doctrine laws are based on the idea that you have the right to be safe in your own home, your castle, and you are under no obligation to retreat. I don't know. I mean, you also have the right to use force to protect your home, your family, and your property. Stand your ground laws are similar and apply outside of your home as well. If you are in a place where you are legally allowed to be and are not otherwise breaking the law, you are not required to retreat if another person threatens your safety or assaults you. Now, the part they will argue is this. If another person threatens your safety, that would be the part that they're trying to, figure out. Under both the castle doctrine and the stand your ground principles in Arizona, You're allowed to use reasonable force in proportion to the threat against you when it is immediately necessary to protect yourself or others from possible deadly force. However, deadly force is not considered justified simply to stop vandalism, theft, or other property crimes. It's a hard one. You'd have to look at this case and go, it's a 75-year-old man against a group of other younger men, and you'd have to be like, how do you balance that in a reasonable light? Like if you were that 75-year-old man, what would you think if there was a bunch of people on your property, like younger people on your property? You'd be scared. You'd think, oh my god, what might they do to me? And I sort of get it. I understand it's sad that the guy died. I just yeah. Yeah, so help is far away. You know, if he needs police help or whatever, could be an hour away or whatever. I get it. It's very sad. Sad all around. It's sad that an older man, not an old man, an older man felt the need to do that. And it's sad that someone lost their life from it. All right, you said there was an Amber Alert that came through. Let's have a look. Amber Alert. Oh, there is. It just went through. Roman Huzia? Probably butchering that. Oh no, it's a little baby. Oh, it's a little baby. It's just a little one. Roman, missing since April 21st, 2024, West Richland, WA. WA? What's WA? Washington? Washington. Aged 1. Sex male, hair brown, eye color brown, stands 2 feet tall, weighs 25 pounds. Also is a, award-winning bodybuilder. No, wait, sorry. That's not right. Vehicle information updated from a Toyota Camry to a Toyota Corolla. This Amber Alert has been activated by the Washington State Patrol on behalf of the West Richland Police Department. Suspected of murdering ex-wife and girlfriend, 1-year-old child is missing. Possibly headed to Mexico. Holy crap, really? This is the suspect, Elias. Vehicle information updated from a suspected of murdering his ex-wife and girlfriend. Alright. Let's look this up. Elias. Yeah. This doesn't look good. Suspect saw WA man accused of killing ex-wife girlfriend, fled with 1-year-old child. Multiple law enforcement agencies are looking for a man accused of killing 2 people, one of them outside a West Richland elementary school, before running off. An Amber Alert has been issued for him and his 1-year-old child, who is believed to have been abducted. Around 3:20 p.m. on April 22nd, Wiley Elementary School in West Richland went on lockdown for a shooting that happened right outside. No students were injured, but a woman was pronounced dead outside the school. Police say the shooting was an isolated incident and the suspect knew the victim. When police were searching the suspect's home, they found another person dead inside. According to the Washington State Police, the 2 victims were his ex-wife and his new girlfriend. It's unclear which woman was killed at the home and which at the school. Police are now looking for the 40-year-old Elias, and they're looking for the kid Roman. The Toyota Corolla WA license plate CBZ 4745. If seen, call 911. Is armed and dangerous, apparently. Believed to be heading to the Mexican border. He is also a former Yakima police officer. Jeez. According to the Tri-City Herald in February, Huzia, I'm going to say it's Huzia, but I'm probably saying it wrong, pled not guilty to child R charges. What? The Herald also reported that just days before Monday's shooting, his ex-wife filed for a custody change of their 2 children. Fox 13 is working to obtain the court documents. Police have not confirmed that his ex-wife was the victim outside the school. He is considered armed and dangerous, and police believe he will commit more violent crimes. There's got to be more to this. Let's find it. Elias. Trying to find some more information for you. Hold on.
This is breaking news.
Good evening, I'm Christian Garza. We have breaking news regarding the manhunt for homicide suspect Elias Wisar. West Richland Police Department posted to social media saying that while serving a search warrant at Wisar's home, officers found a second body. Currently, there is no information about who this person was, other than the fact that they were a known associate of the suspect. WRPD says Wisar is considered armed and dangerous. Police are actively looking for Wisar and say he is driving a silver 2009 Toyota Corolla with Washington plates CBZ4745. If anyone sees this car or the suspect, you're asked to call 911 and refer to the West Richland homicide case. According to the William Wiley Elementary School website, there is no school tomorrow, April 23rd. That has been your nonstop news update. To find more continuous coverage on everything happening locally, stay right here.
Yakima? There was an I in it in the article that we just read. It was spelled differently. I think someone's writing their articles too quickly. And someone's writing their articles too fast and not spell checking. I'm just going to try to find more about this. Hold on. This is a breaking story. The fact that we just looked at Amber Alerts when we were on under a couple of hours ago, and there was only 3. There was Sebastian Rogers, Elijah Vu, and then there was Carlos Hernandez from New Mexico. And we read that out on the last show. Hold on. No, not Julia. Come on. Elias. I'm pronouncing his last name wrong. I heard the guy on the show say it. He said it much better than me. Let's find it. Interesting. I wonder if there's what's been happening overnight. How far away from... It's a bit of a drive, right? If he's coming from Washington to the border, it's a long time. Right? Washington. Let's see. Washington. I don't know what's going on. Come. All right. It's a bit of a drive. It's like 2,393 miles. No, it's not. Stop doing that. It's more like stop doing that. You stupid thing. It's more like, what did it say? 1,600 miles or 1,800 miles, depending on which route you take. If you go through Utah or Las Vegas, and then you can either go through Nevada, Arizona, and then through the border, or you can go through like 3 other states: Montana, Idaho, Utah, Albuquerque. or New Mexico, and then into Arizona. It's a hell of a run. Yeah, it's quite a distance. At least it's showing me at least a 20-hour drive, and he has to pass through multiple different states. Even if you did a straight run down the coast, you're looking at Washington, Oregon, Nevada, or California, and then either California into Mexico or Nevada into Arizona and then Mexico. Or you can go the back way and you can go through Washington, Idaho, Utah, New Mexico, or Arizona, and then get into Mexico. I don't know which border he's going to. Yeah, he's killing 2 ladies. Maybe he has people who could help him. He's an ex-cop too. Ex-cop. Yeah, the fact that he was an ex-cop, he might know where not to go to not get caught. Killed his ex-wife and his girlfriend. What the hell triggered that? Like, it's not like he killed one woman like, oh, I want to kill my ex-wife. Like, she's such a beep. Like, I get it. It's not right, but I get why maybe people get to that point or whatever. But why kill your girlfriend too? What's that about? Like, I don't understand why you would do that. Here's a photo of him. This is from Crimes with Bobby. Sorry, thanks, Crimes with Bobby. I'm going to pinch this. Here's him in his police uniform. In Yakima, if that's how you pronounce it. There you go. Evil Alaska said going the back way is very isolated, lots of reservation land. They might be able to find him if he did that though, because it would be more desolate. He'd blend more in if he went with traffic. It'd be harder to find if you went somewhere where the highways had a lot more traffic, because you would blend in. Even if you dumped the car or got a different car or got different plates or something, you could make it further with traffic than without. Says the initial shooting happened around 3:23 p.m. as students were being released from the school for the day. A woman was killed and several schools were locked down as a result. Okay. Washington. NBC4 in Washington. Let's have a look. Seattle. I'm just trying to see if I can find any other local news about this guy. Not from there. Actually, let me search it here. Let's see if we can find anything on let me today. There's only like one video.
To a developing story out of West Richland. Richland police searching for a man suspected of shooting and killing a woman outside Wiley Elementary this morning and kidnapping his 1-year-old child. Police say 40-year-old Elias Huzer is a person of interest, rather. He's described as being 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighing about 170 pounds. This is video from the scene earlier today. Police say he's also suspected of killing another woman. Tonight, they are searching for what police believe could be his car, a silver 2009 Toyota Corolla. Police said Huzer is considered armed and dangerous. Anyone who sees him is asked to call 911 immediately.
Jeez, to kill 2 women like that. We read far too much about abuse on women and killing women. So sick of it. So sick of hearing women being hurt. Yeah, he'll have to stop, get food, supplies, nappies, something, Tharvey. You know. I mean, I know what it's like to get angry in a relationship with like your other half or whatever. But to hurt them like that, it's ridiculous. Like, I mean, I yell at Mrs. Ping sometimes. Of course I do. Because she does silly things, and I'm like, "What the hell?" And she yells at me too a lot. So, I mean, it's just how it is when you're in a, something like that. But to murder someone is completely different. Abuse is completely different. Just so sick of seeing women hurt like this. It's horrible. They said body found in West Richland, deadly shooting suspect's home. I wish we had better. Yeah. 1 hour ago, press conference.
This is breaking news.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Liz Birch. That breaking news. We're learning the press conference about a deadly shooting at William Wiley Elementary School is starting. We want to get right out to it now.
There were no other casualties. We believe at this time this is an isolated incident. The suspect, Elias Huzar, fled the scene in a 2009 Toyota Corolla, license plate Charles Boy Zebra 4745. If anyone sees anything unusual around William Wiley Elementary, please contact the West Richland Police Department and non-emergency number at 509-628-0333 or 911 if it is an emergency. The West Richland Police Department is working with its regional partners, including Kennewick Police Department, Richland Police Department, Pasco Police Department, Benton County Sheriff's Department, Franklin County Sheriff's Department, Washington State Patrol, Benton County Fire District 4, FBI, U.S. Marshals, and others to track down Elias Huzar. The police department is also working with the Richland School District to reunify students with the families. At this time, we're not taking any questions. Tomorrow morning at 6, we'll have another media update with any information developed over the night. Thank you.
Does anyone need information repeated that maybe wasn't clear?
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, he wrapped up. So again, that was a press conference about the deadly shooting at William Wiley Elementary School that happened this afternoon. And we just learned in the 6 o'clock hour that the victim of that shooting, a woman, has died from her injuries in that shooting. Of course, we'll keep you updated on anything new we learn tonight at 11 o'clock. You can also
At 11 o'clock, that should have already gone, right? They should have already done an 11 p.m. update. Let's have a look at this. SWAT surrounds the home. Let's have a look at the home.
This is breaking news.
William Wiley.
This is breaking news.
Oh,
This
come
is
on.
breaking news.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Liz Birch. We're following more breaking news tonight. Right now, Noelle Anderson is out live in West Richland, where SWAT is surrounding a home. This is in the same neighborhood as William Wiley Elementary School. We do not know if this is connected to the shooting from earlier this afternoon.
This must have been earlier when they found the second body.
Of course, killed one woman. Noelle, what are you seeing and what's going on there?
Yeah, hi Liz. So I've been out here for a couple hours, and behind me, I'm going to step off so that you can see it. We are seeing bomb squad here to the left, and we'll pan that. We're also seeing just multiple police departments involved or just being here to help out. We also see the SWAT truck and multiple SWAT trucks on the street right now. We're on South Highlands and Crane just about, and we're going to see this greenhouse here in a minute. We've been seeing a lot of SWAT presence kind of going up to it. Just about maybe 5 minutes ago, we heard a very, very loud flashbang near that house. And so we keep seeing them really quickly run up next to it with their guns and whatever else they're doing to work on the scene. I mean, we're seeing right now some SWAT member jogging out. So we've been seeing a lot of activity, but that's really just what it's been for the past couple hours that we've just been looking at this. I mean, a couple hours ago, this street wasn't even open and the school was completely closed off, but now we were allowed to get a little bit closer. So we're just anticipating it and just watching and seeing what happens. Live in West Richland, Noelle Anderson, Nonstop Local.
And well, give us an idea. What's the proximity to the elementary school where the deadly shooting happened this afternoon? How close are you?
Yeah, Liz, I would say this is
and this reward can still be collected. You know, if someone's concerned about somehow being implicated or, you know, just made known, this can be done anonymously and the reward can still be collected. And this family is really holding out hope to get some kind of justice even after all these years. They say that even with that passage
Okay.
of time, it could very well be that the suspect may be dead, him or herself. But just
Sorry, this is a different. I thought they were talking about the tips for this one. I don't know what case this is that they're talking about. It's an old one.
thank you, Molly.
Well, right now, the criminal case is moving forward against an Everett mom accused of stabbing her 4-year-old son dozens of times, killing him. Janet Garcia appeared before a judge.
All right. No, that doesn't help us. I was hoping that was a live broadcast of the stuff about Elias Huzar, but it's not. Yeah, apparently anything they thought they saw that might be weird. It's an older report, that one. That one was when they just found the second body inside the home, I believe. So I was just showing it to you. That's an older one. KNDU. No, I think it's very similar to the one we watched before. No, yeah, it is. Is KNDU covering it? Let's see if they're covering it. Come on. No, they're not covering it live. At least I can't get it on their website. This is interesting though, from the same area, Benton County, Washington. Bones found. Bones found near Prosser, Benton County. Sheriff's Office investigating. Human bones found near the 173,000 block. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Of McCready Road on April 16 by a Prosser resident Prosa resident are now under investigation. According to Lieutenant Mike Clark with the Benton County Sheriff's Office, the bones are human and authorities are on the scene excavating the area where they were found. The investigation into the bones is in the very early stages and not much information is currently available. According to Lieutenant Clark, the Benton County Coroner's Office has requested help from Washington State anthropologists in analyzing the bones. Ugh.
Developing tonight, the Benton County Sheriff's Office says deputies are investigating human remains found by someone near Prosser. They say the remains are near McCready and County Line roads, and someone who lives in the area discovered them. The Sheriff's Office says they don't know what connection the person who found those bones has to the area or how they found them. They say they know they're human bones, but don't know who they belong to.
So someone just randomly found bones. I'm like, I was digging in my backyard and I found a skeleton. Can I get the police to come out here, please? I found some bones. That's almost what it sounds like. I don't have anything else on Elias Huzar. Hold on. Just going through a couple of other ones while I'm looking for something else. OKC police investigate after 5 people, including 2 children, found dead at a Yukon home. That's not good. Authorities say a homicide investigation is underway after 5 people, including 2 children, were found dead Monday morning at a Yukon home. Oklahoma City police said they were notified about 9:35 a.m. about 5 people dead at a home in the 2800 block of Mirage Street near Southwest 29th Street and Check Hall Road. When officers arrived, they went into the home and found 5 people dead. They said this wasn't a gas type of situation or a fentanyl type of situation. These are 5 people who were killed. 5 people. What the hell?
It's still not clear yet how 5 people in a home behind me ended up dead, but police say they are looking for those answers. Now, neighbors have been out here watching this unfold this whole day. One even told me they could not believe what happened.
In the house, too, no less.
Oklahoma City police are investigating after finding 5 people dead inside a home near Southwest 29th Street and South Check Hall Road Monday morning. Neighbors say they were stunned to hear the news.
It makes you wonder what kind of, activity happened in that house.
Mustang Public Schools confirmed to us 2 of the victims were their students and another had just graduated from the districts. They say, "We are shocked and our hearts are broken. This tragedy simply defies understanding." A nearby neighbor tells me it's devastating to hear about those children.
That kind of sort of hits close to home. It's never good to hear about, that kind of thing happening to a young child.
And we know people want answers. There are a lot of questions. We still don't know identities or how these people died. Police say they had to wait for a warrant before they could even start investigating. And they haven't told us if they got that warrant, but I have seen investigators going in and out of a property today. Now, Oklahoma City police tell us they expect to give us some answers in the morning. In Yukon, Colby Terrell, KOCO 5 News.
So it seems we've got 2 big press conferences in the morning. This one in Oklahoma, and then the one about Elias Huzar. Potter says carbon monoxide. No, they're saying this is a actual killing, a slain family. All 5 people killed, like actually murdered. Not an accident, not a gas thing, not carbon monoxide, not like drugs, fentanyl, not like that. Like they were actually killed by someone. So 5 people. They haven't said whether it's that's what I was thinking, that to a family annihilator. Maybe. Don't know. They're having a press conference tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. So if you tune in tomorrow morning to the OKC News, you'll be able to find out more about that. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else on Huzar, Elias with the baby. So apparently, victim of Elias, not these 5 people, the one we were talking about before. Victim was his ex-wife who was trying to go through court system to get protection, divorced in 2020. In Feb of this year, she filed for order of protection against him. Then literally 3 days ago, she filed a motion to increase said protection. Then she winds up dead. Didn't we just read that story before where a woman put in an AVO, ended up dead 2 days later? Far out. I'm just trying to see if there's any update from the West Richland police. West Richland Police Department. This is their last update. Just saying, while serving a search warrant at the residence of homicide suspect Elias Huzar, West Richland police detectives and partner agencies discovered a second crime scene. A second homicide victim was found inside the residence. No information about the victim's identity is being released at this time, except to say that it is not Huzar, but that the victim is a known associate of the suspect. I think we know now it's his wife and girlfriend. We just don't know which one is which, the one at the school or the one in the house. Investigators believe that he is armed and considered dangerous and is likely to commit more violent crimes. We are asking the public's help in locating him. We continue to search for a silver 2009 Toyota Corolla with Washington plates CBZ4745. Anyone who sees a vehicle or suspect should call 911 and refer to the West Richland homicide case. There you go. I just want to see if the comments have anything interesting. What is this? I can't even read that. No, I can't even read that or what that says. Just trying to see if these people in here. Former Yakima police officer in court today. That was him in court. Interesting. Someone posted this from a court day that he was involved with. That is definitely him. Just trying to see if there's any other information about him. All right, didn't really see anything interesting in the comments, but I'll keep an eye on it for you, and maybe tomorrow we'll have more information. Hey, Mello. Mello says there's one in West Virginia, press conference tomorrow. Natasha Alex Carter, a cold case, obviously, from 24 years ago. Natasha Alex Carter. Man indicted. I don't know this one, but Natasha Alex Carter. What's the circumstances? FBI is offering a reward of up to $10,000 for information leading to the recovery of Natasha Alex Carter. So they never found her body. She was last seen in Beckley, West Virginia on August 8, 2000 with her non-custodial mother, Susan Gale Carter. They may have traveled out of state and left West Virginia. Susan had been involved in a contentious battle over Natasha's custody with the child's father and had told him he would never see his daughter again. Natasha's grandmother believed the child was afraid of her mother and did not want to live with her. Susan may be using the alias Susan Gale Carter Webb, and she may have altered her appearance. There's a photo of what she may look like today. But the user in chat, Mello, said they're having a press conference tomorrow. What? Apparently there was a guy indicted on it last year. A special grand jury has indicted a West Virginia man on murder charge in the disappearance of 10-year-old girl more than 2 decades ago. Larry Webb is accused of killing Natasha Alex Carter. At the time they went missing. Weird. I'll have to look into more of this. I have not really seen this one. Oh, here. Presumed remains of mother-daughter in nearly 24-year cold case recovered. They're saying that they believe...
We have a breaking news alert to tell you about. West Virginia State Police say they have found remains that they believe are that of a mother and daughter who were last seen in the year 2000. This comes the same day the suspect who was in prison died. Susan and her daughter Natasha Carter were last seen in August of 2000 in Beckley, West Virginia. Natasha Carter was only 10 years old at the time. State police say about 10:30 this morning, the suspect in their disappearance, Larry Webb, an inmate at Mount Olive Prison, died. And then about 4:30 this evening, investigators discovered remains believed to be Susan and Natasha at a property on Kyle Lane in Beckley. The FBI will hold a news conference tomorrow morning to talk about this case.
tornado interrupted a wedding rehearsal at a Jefferson County farm. A local couple thought their wedding dream was a bust, but love always finds a way. Thanks to a little luck and some quick repairs, they said, "I do" today. Well, new at 10, First Alert 4's Nathan Vickers shows us what it took to make it happen and why the couple is even leaning into this mishap.
A marriage is more than a ceremony.
I promise to always be there to listen.
And yet to be here, exchanging vows.
I love you forever.
Sorry, I had to run. Guys, I'll have to go. But hey, I love you very much. I'm going to keep an eye out for those updates, okay? Hey, thank you for sticking with me tonight. And thanks to all the people who support this channel. Like and subscribe and send in a donation here and there. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to keep an eye on that Elias one and the Amber Alert, okay? Let me just check something. All right. Hey, have a great night, everyone. Love you all. Love you all. Bye-bye.